Hey everybody, LadyLibertyStacker here. It is Friday, May 3rd, 2019, and I'm back to discuss the results of my transaction with APMEX a couple of weeks ago. I put up a video on high premium bullion, or what some people refer to as modern collector coins. So when some people refer to these as modern collector coins, it's basically bullion coins that sell for a higher premium. And the whole intent is to get into these coins so they hold their value. And the whole idea is you can sell them down the line when the premiums have appreciated, no matter what spot does, and you can still make a profit. Well, yes and no. It just depends if the coins are still in demand. If they're not in demand, they're very hard to sell and get your money out of them because most of these coins come with a hefty premium. So only if you buy with equity and only if you buy at a low price point can you realize a profit down the line, or at least hope to get your money out of the coin, which is in the case of two of the coins you're looking at. But before I talk about these coins here, this one is a stand-in for the 2016 Monkey Privy Kookaburra. This is a 27 Rooster Privy Kookaburra. And I do have a 2016 left. I just cannot place my hands on it at the moment. So this guy is a stand-in, so you can look at something as I talk. This one here is a 2017 Swan with a low mintage, I believe, of 25,000. And that's kind of, they started coming out with these lower mintage, high bullion coinage. And they started coming out with privy marks of every kind. And it started washing out this market. These coins weren't doing as well. They weren't appreciating like they should. And if you got in 3 and 4 years ago before they started to do all this, then you thought you were doing okay. But now since they've kind of flooded the market with privies and these low mintage coins, it makes these old, standard privies. They had privies like this, I think, since 2013 when they had the snake on the kookaburras. But the only ones that are of any value, believe it or not, are these kookaburra with the panda privies. And I never did get any of those. So, unfortunately, a lot of these coins have exclusive relationships with the dealer, in this case, APMEX. So if you want to sell these coins at any point, you either have a choice of selling them, through your social media, if you want to do that, eBay or the secondary market, any dealer that will take them. Not too many dealers will take these other than APMEX, as they are the ones that have the exclusive relationship with Perth Mint to sell them. So at any rate, I had a long list of coins, mainly lunars from the horse up to the monkeys, and then the kookaburras. And Provident really didn't want to give me much of anything for these. I think the highest they were going to give me is a couple of bucks over spot for the kooks. And that's kind of surprising because I looked to sell the 2015s and they didn't have a whole lot. I just think the person I talked to that day didn't like his job very much. I bet you if I called back and talked to somebody else, I would get a little further. And that goes for anything, guys. You don't like the answer, you get called back, talk to somebody else. But at any rate, I had talked to APMEX. APMEX agreed. At first, they said, we'll give you $4 over spot for the kooks. I said, well, I paid $6 over spot. So she bumped her offer up to $5 over spot, which I think is very good when you consider that you get retail on these or you get wholesale on these coins versus retail. I paid $6 over spot when I initially bought them back in December of 2015. Silver was in the 13s. I think it was $13.74. We paid $6 over spot, so we paid $19.74 for 106 of these. So when I sold them, I locked it in at when spot was $14.99. They paid $5 over spot for 105 of these. So we got our money back, and there was enough left over to pay for the shipping. And now if you deal with APMEX, they use shipping through UPS, next day air, or 2-day air. It's their corporate rate, which includes insurance. You cannot use UPS and get insurance on coins and money and bullion or anything like that. The only way, if you're shipping it on your own to somebody to get insurance, you need to go through USPS through registered mail, just as a little tidbit there. So, but APMEX uses UPS. They give you instructions. They tell you how to pack it up. You slap the label on there, and then you take it to a UPS store or what have you, and they scan it. You take the receipt, and you wait for them to get the coins. I mailed the coins on Monday. They got them in on Wednesday. I had to check in my checking account on Thursday, so it was very, very quick. Probably could have gotten a little more money on eBay if I'm willing to wait 6 months to a year. No, not willing to wait. I mean, you can be patient, but sometimes patience will, it's just sometimes you like a nice clean transaction. So I was able to sell these for a profit. I actually sold the swans as well. I had a half a roll. They paid me about $8 to $9 per coin over what I paid. So it was enough that I could take 10 ounces of these and turn them into 22 ounces. Don't have the order yet. I would show you. I took 105 of these, turned them into 120 ounces. So, and I'll show you what I got. I'm going to go ahead and move these guys away and show you what I got in their place. I'm looking to simplify the stack. I'm looking, in case something happens to me, I want my loved ones to be able to cash out. So I ended up getting a deal on eBay. Well, this tube here, I'll just show you this first. This is Provident, tube of 2019s. And they came wrapped like Fort Knox. Well, so nobody could get into them. And basically, here they are. They put a little peanut in there. And that is the 2019 Eagles. And I paid $344.60 for those. So it was about $17.20 per coin. And then I found a great deal on eBay through DBS Coins. I think they're out of California. And they had a random year, a lot of 100. So whatever coin you got 5 tubes of that coin. And believe it or not, I got 2012s. And that was $1,720 for 100, or $17.20 each. So you really can't beat that. And so I didn't open the rest of these because they have them sealed pretty good. So just want to let you know these came in BU condition. And these are the 2012s. And they look every bit as good as the 2019s. So I got 120 Silver Eagles and got rid of the 105 Monkey Privy Kooks in their place. So I have a net gain of 15 ounces to the stack with the sale of just the kookaburras. And the reason why I like Eagles, I'll go ahead and put that down. You guys all know what they look like. The reason why I like the Eagles is because they're very liquid. They're more susceptible to changes in spot, but they're always going to be easy to sell. You can sell them to your local coin shops. You can sell them to online dealers. You usually get about $1 to $1.60 over spot, depending on the need of the dealer. I'll put it like this so you can see. Anyway, you'll get about $1 to $1.60 over spot. So hopefully you don't have to sell when spot is down. And you can sell it when spot is up a little bit. But they're very easy, very liquid. They're the most recognizable and most popular bullion coin in the world today, which makes them very attractive. And other go-to coins I like are Libertads also. They're very recognizable. They have a little bit more of a premium to them, but they also tend to hold their value really well, and you can always sell them. Unlike these Perth Mint products, even though the quality is just bar none. I'm having a hard time getting them on here. I just like to have you guys look at something here. I guess that's going to have to suffice. But I still always order. If I order any collector coinage, I order a roll plus one, or order 2 rolls plus one. That way, if I go to sell them, I always have one that I can keep for my collection. And just because it's pretty to look at and I can enjoy it, and whether it goes up or down in value is really here nor there, it will always be worth its weight in the silver intrinsic value. So there you go. You can always at least get spot for it. Chances are, though, with these coins, you'll get a little bit more than spot. It's just, does your dealer buy them? My dealer doesn't know anything about the Perth Mint coinage really and the value. He will buy Eagles from you all day long. He may buy Canadian Maples from you. He'll buy Pandas from you. He'll buy Libertads from you. So when you're looking at buying stuff, guys, look at most of all the dealers will buy your American Eagles, silver and gold, without a doubt. They'll buy quality bullion bars, Johnson Matthey, Engelhard, Sunshine Mint, that kind of thing. They'll buy that without a doubt. Your local coin shops buy what they're familiar with, but most of them don't really like this high premium bullion. They like the Eagles will win out every time. So granted, they're more susceptible with the rise in spot price or the lowering of spot price, just like any mutual fund would be. But again, if you have a mutual fund and you need the money, you just go make a withdrawal and you get your money, boom, within a day or two. With these, you ship them in, you make a deal over the phone, and you get them shipped out quickly. And you get your money, depending on what shipping service you use, within 2 or 3 days to a week to 2 weeks, depending on how you go. But it's a lot quicker than waiting for months and months and months to sell them on the secondary market and platforms like eBay. So, but yeah, that was my first leg of the transaction here with this coin. This one's on its way. And that was a profitable. And, one thing for you guys that like the high premium bullion, one thing you might want to do, and I've thought about doing this myself, anything that seems like it's going to be hot and it's going to take off, just buy the first release year. Just buy the first release year, because the 2018 swans and the 2019 swans, well, I don't know how the 2019s are doing. They just came out. But the 2018 swans right now are only going for 30 to 40 on eBay. 60 to 70 for the 2017. So definitely the second and third and subsequent releases on these coins do not fetch as much money. They just don't. And as they continue to wash this market out, that's what you might want to keep in mind. Now, granted, it's taken chances to buy a first release on a coin. Who would have thought that the Rwanda Roosters would have done as well as they've done? Even the Bullion ones, the Proof and the Bullion, have done very well. The subsequent releases, I'm assuming they're doing okay, but honestly, I have not checked them lately. If I'm looking to sell them, you better believe I'll be checking them. But generally speaking, at least in the last couple of years, the trend has been, if you're going to do the premium bullion, get the first year release, then sell at an optimum time. A lot of these, if you're going to flip them, you're better off flipping them sooner than later. If you wait too long, the hype will be gone, the buzz will be gone, people will have forgotten them, and you're not going to get much for them. So that's why I like to revert back, sell these guys, revert back to your official government issued bullion, in this case the American Silver Eagle, and add weight to your stack for no out-of-pocket. That's called adding free silver. Okay, guys, video is long enough. I just wanted to show you what I did with this. More to come. Stay tuned, and we'll show you what we got. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to give me a thumb up, leave a comment or question below, and go make it a great day.